Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the WB Mason Coaches Report. My name is Rachel Vogel, and today I am joined once again by the head women's soccer coach of the Hofstra Pride, Simon Riddiough. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Rach. Yourself?
Doing well, Coach. Well, it's been a little bit since we talked, only obviously one game last week, so things have been a little bit slower paced for you, and I'm sure you've been soaking up every moment of that. But since we've last talked, your team came away with a huge win, possibly, maybe one of the biggest wins in program history, being with it on the second time that Hofstra has defeated a ranked opponent. But you took down Princeton, ranked number 22 on the road last week. And Coach, it was an incredible win for your team, a shutout again, and just speak of that win for you and your program.
Yeah, it was exciting. I think this team was prepared to start challenging top 25 teams on a regular basis. I think we showed that against Penn State early on in the season. I think statistically we were better than Penn State with shots for and corner kicks. However, they have some really quality players as well. So I think the adversity of that weekend prepared us for Princeton, and the girls prepared themselves fantastically. And it was an exciting, fun game to be involved with.
And would you say, like, the vibe that your team had heading to that match, would you say that they were stayed composed, or was it like, oh no, we're playing a ranked team? What was the mentality going into that match?
I think we were confident, a nervous confidence, if that makes sense. I think the girls knew that we had to play well to give ourselves a chance. We know that we're good enough to compete with teams in the top 20. And we just knew it was going to be difficult away from home. But the preparation this team does and the mental strength that this team has, we're quite mature as a team in general. I thought we were ready to play under that pressure, and that's what we've proven. The girls stepped up and battled, and that's what we're here for, right?
Absolutely. And I hope those nerves were settled early on. You got on the scoreboard real quick, just in the 10th minute of action. And of course, it was Lucy Shepard driving up the right side, finding the head of Georgia Brown. It was almost a signature play on both ends, a signature cross for Lucy Shepard and a signature header for Georgia Brown. But Lucy Shepard, it's almost like a no doubter when she's up that right wing. And from my personal opinion, watching it, every time I'm just like, there she goes, here it comes. So just talk about Lucy and her success with that this season.
Yeah, we can always go back to freshman year with Lucy. We knew she had a tremendous amount of potential. Whether she could transition from England to America was always a question. But each year has gone by and she's just got better and better and better. She's applied herself tremendously. She works really hard in the gym. She's maximized all her physical tools, and she's playing now with a level of mental toughness and strength that we've never seen before. She's confident, she's competent, and she's playing at a really, really high level. And I think her future in the professional game is there to be seen after this fall. She's a real dynamite player for us right now.
And speaking of physical tools, the second goal, the assist to Jordan Littleboy and Mary Taylor sending that ball forward for Ellen Halsett, who just blew past her defender. So why is it such a threat for your team just to be so much more physically fit than all of these other teams? How does that help you match to match?
Yeah, we've got quite a dynamic, athletic team. And, we've got a nice balance between not just pace, but we've got some power in there, some aggression, and, we've got some really well-rounded athletes. And again, when we come up against some teams, we can overrun teams, but we've also got some technical ability as well, some technicians in there who can create opportunities like the one you saw against Princeton. The second goal was Jordan feeding Miri, who posted up fantastically and played a tremendous ball in behind their back four for Ellen to, as you mentioned, blow past the defender. We've got weapons everywhere, and That's what I like about this team. We've got the ability to score from many different angles, and a lot of it is due to our athleticism and pace, but also just from our intelligence and technical ability on the ball. So we've got a nice balance right now.
So with the game against Princeton, your non-conference schedule officially came to a close, posted an 8-1 mark against those non-conference opponents. Now you totally shift focus, put all of that in the past, and work on the next goal, which is to win a conference championship. And of course, that run starts this Sunday when you open up your CAA schedule against Towson at home. Just coach, what are you going to see from Towson this time around? I know last time you faced them, it was just a tremendous win for your team, 7-2 at home. But now Towson, they've kind of caught on a little bit. They're scoring a lot of goals this year. So how will your team be preparing for Towson this week?
Yeah, I think Towson have gradually got better and better and better. They've had a new coach for 3 years now, and you're starting to see the fruition of their recruiting, training techniques, and the forward line for Towson are extremely athletic. They're quite an athletic team where in years past they might be good soccer players. They probably weren't athletic enough to compete with a lot of the CAA teams. Now they are, and it's a scary proposition now. We used to be in a position where we could just shove Towson aside and just athletically manhandle them. We can't this year. They've got one of the leading goal scorers in the nation in Naya. They've got Phoebe Canolis, who is a tremendous player who was recruited and committed to some really good programs and decided to go to Towson. We've got his hands full. Fortunately, we're playing at home. We're playing with confidence. We're 8-1, and we've got his own talent and weapons as well. So I think it'll be an exciting game for the neutral. I think there'll be goals in this game. I think it'll be a nice CAA opener. I think it'll be a good product for the CAA. I think people will watch that game and think, wow, the CAA is a great conference, and that's all we can ask for. So it'll be a really good competitive game.
As you mentioned, the game at home would be excellent to continue this home winning streak that you guys have. So what is it, last question, about playing at home that means so much to you and your program?
I think in any sport, away games are tremendously difficult to win. And you have a certain comfortability and confidence playing at home. There's no change in your preparation. It's pretty consistent when you're playing at home. You're comfortable with the surface. You're comfortable playing in front of your own fans. The whole ambience is easy for you to absorb. Playing away, you're getting on a road trip. You're getting into your sleep patterns a little bit off. You've been on a bus for a long time. Those are factors, although they're minute at times, they do impact the performance. So, playing at home, we've obviously got a tremendous record at home over the last 20 years. We're excited about playing at home. It's great to get the first game of the CAA at home. And the difficulties for Towson are the travel. They're going to travel up to Long Island. As we know, that can be 3.5 hours. It could be 8 hours. So they've got to organise that stuff, and our preparation's easier. We're just sitting at home watching video and getting ready for Towson. We don't have to prepare, get a hotel, eating arrangements, and all the other nonsense that come with away trips. So excited that it's a home game. Excited that we're playing well at home, and excited that we're finally starting the CAA slate.
Well, should definitely be a great match in store. And once again, fans, as I mentioned, Sunday, September 26th, Hofstra will open up its CAA season against Towson at the Hofstra Soccer Stadium. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. You can watch on Flow FC, and as always, live stats will be available. Coach, best of luck this CAA season. Congratulations on an incredible start to your non-conference schedule. I know all eyes are on Hofstra now, so best of luck keeping this rally you have going. And thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me today.
As always, Rachel, appreciate your time.
And that was head women's soccer coach Simon Riddiough on the W Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.